Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're joined here with my only daughter, Lyric. We're going to be talking today about how it is to have a mom with bipolar disorder from her perspective. So, how did you feel the day that I told you I was bipolar?
I kind of already knew you were kind of bipolar because you always were like feeling one way and then all of a sudden you'll feel another, and I'm just like, oh.
Was it hard for you growing up with a mom who was bipolar and didn't know it?
I mean, kind of, because sometimes when we like needed to ask you a question, we knew not to because you were either in a bad mood or you just had a lot going on and you were upset or annoyed.
So, what did you guys do, or have you dealt with that?
What do you mean?
Like, I know that it's probably been a big burden to have to be self-sufficient or very independent because mom didn't want to be bothered, or mom was irritated, or mom was sad. Like, do you feel like that made you grow up a little bit faster?
Kind of. I felt like I was a mom at 7.
Who were your mom to?
My 7-year-old brother.
Okay. So you felt like you took more of the responsibility for him than I did?
Yes.
How does that make you feel?
I don't know.
Why do you feel like you had more responsibility?
Because I'd always have to feed him or change his diaper, and now you're kind of okay. But before you knew you were bipolar, I'd have to still feed him. I had to make sure he was ready for school and make sure he got to school.
Did that make you hate me?
No.
How did that make you feel towards me?
No, I just felt like you had things that you were going through and you were kind of just distracted, so you weren't able to take care of Caleb.
Do you feel like I was like that when you and your older brother were little?
I don't really remember anything from when we were little, but you had help from your mom, so you weren't just
Alone like I am now?
Yeah.
If I could do things better now, what would you say I could do better?
Try to control your emotions more. Stop taking stuff out on us.
What do you feel like I take out on you guys?
Like when you have a hard day at work and you come home and then all of a sudden you're annoyed and we haven't even done anything to you yet.
Do you feel like that's been getting better over time with this medication?
Yeah.
Do you have times where you feel like I was a better mom than other times?
Yes.
Tell me some of the good times you remember.
I remember when you were like, you took us to someplace, I forgot what it was, but you took us to someplace and it was like kind of our first family day, kind of like that I remembered. And I was like, this day is good.
Was it the museum?
Probably.
We went to the museum, and then after we went to Olive Garden.
It might have either been the museum or SeaWorld. It was one of those. But I think the museum was before SeaWorld.
Yeah, the museum was a few years before SeaWorld. That was a really good day. I took my kids to the museum, and we looked around, and then we went to Olive Garden. And I do believe that that was the first time I had ever taken my kids to a museum, as well as just to a sit-down restaurant with just us. Like, there was no special occasion. It was just us. And it's sad because those moments for us were far and few between. Like, that was probably a good day. And I remember there was a time around that time that I was down for like 3 months. I didn't want to leave the house. I didn't want to do anything. And my mom had to come pick the kids up because she said I refused to let my grandkids sit in the house all summer while you're just locked away. So, um, tell me some of the bad times you remember.
Um, I don't know. Um,
Would you say that most of the time is a bad time, but not really bad? It's just not as good as it could be.
yes.
Okay, because I'm not violent towards my kids or treat them bad or don't feed them or anything like that. It's just sometimes when I'm in my moods, I just want to be alone. And they've had to grow up with me being this way, so they are very self-sufficient. Like, I had an episode last week where I just wanted to be by myself, and it wasn't because of any mood swings or whatever. It was just because I was really exhausted from work. Like, I was tired and I had cramps. So I heard my kids in there saying, well, if you wash the pan, can you cook? And I was very happy to hear them get along and compromise. And they fed their little brother and kept him from bothering me. But I do feel like me being bipolar and having these ups and downs has affected how I wanted to raise my children. She thinks that I'm very hard on her. Why do you think that?
Because, like, I'll do something. No, my brother will do something, and she'll be like, okay, but, and then when I do, like, something close to that or the same thing, she'll be like, Lyric, why'd you do that? Or, you know better, or something like that. I always just got talked down.
What she doesn't understand is I had her when I was I had her when I was 18, a month and a half away from being 19. And she is my only daughter. And it's hard because I know the person that I wanted to be, but I couldn't reach it. Like I talked about in my first video, I've been living my life in a gray cloud only to see on the other side the type of woman and person I want. I'm very hard on her because I feel like the world is her oyster and she could have whatever she wants, but sometimes she doesn't always make the best decisions or use common sense the way that I would want her to. And I'm very hard on her because I feel like when my mom passed away, there was a lot of things that I did not know. I don't know if she knew how to instill them in me or she didn't, but I just don't want my daughter to feel the way I felt if I leave this life today. If I leave today, I want to know that my daughter, all of my kids, but my daughter especially, can survive on her own without having to be male dependent, without having to struggle and stress the way that I did. I may be a little bit hard on her, and I'm going to try to be equally as hard on my other two kids, but it's not because I don't like you. It's because I want you to be the best that you can be, because it's a difficult life. Do you have any questions for me?
No. Not that I can think of.
How do you feel about Mommy doing YouTube?
I think, I don't know, I feel like YouTube and you making YouTube videos and you talking your mind has lifted a lot of stress that's been on your shoulders off, and I think you're funny when you do YouTube videos.
Girl, because I am funny.
No.
I told her I wasn't going to be weird in this video, but, you know, I'm me. I always tell her, like, girl, we so close in age that, you know, I mean, I'm still thebomb.com. Okay? But, hopefully this video gave you a little insight on how my daughter felt like having a mom with bipolar disorder has affected her. And I'm going to check back in with her in about 6 months to see if I've improved any and if there's any more changes that I can make to make raising her and living my life with her a better experience. Always remember that if you have mental illness, it doesn't just affect you. It affects all the people that are in your life. So be conscious and be aware of how you make them feel and how you react to them, because you never want to alienate a child and make them feel less than or not good enough or just unloved because you're struggling. I made that mistake and now I'm trying to rebuild my life, my family structure, and how we deal on an everyday basis. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this content, please
like, subscribe, and comment.
Comment, like, and subscribe, like she said. And I'll be back with another video. Bye, guys.